Hello everybody, my name is JJ Mazurvi and I serve as the Dorchester County Auditor, and I'm here with Miss Cindy Chitty, who serves as the Dorchester County Treasurer. So Cindy, today we're going to talk about the Dorchester County tax bill. Can you tell us a little bit about what's been going on with it?
Yeah, this year we revamped the bill. The bill was very cumbersome and not very user-friendly, so we wanted to take the opportunity to make it a little more streamlined. And so with that, I looked outside of the state for samples and around the counties within the state. And so we found something that we thought would work real well for Dorchester County residents. And with that, we worked well with the Auditor's Office and the Assessor's Office to make sure we had a good product for the citizens of Dorchester County.
Well, I can tell you, Cindy, in my 14 years nearly of being here, the bill looks absolutely fantastic. What's the significance of the color of the bills?
The blue bills are the ones that are current real estate property owners. So those are the ones, the current year assessments. We have a brown bill that is what we call our escrow bill, and it's if you hold a mortgage on your property. And this bill also we consider this a courtesy notice because the mortgage company is aware of it and the homeowner is aware of it. We also have a gray bill that is sent out to property owners who purchase property within the year, and that is a gray bill. It's called a future bill. The old owners of the property will continue to receive that blue real estate bill. We also have a red bill, which is our watercraft or documented vessel bill. Orange is a merchant bills or business owner property tax bills. And then middle of November, we'll be sending out our installment bills, which are actually green. So that helps distinguish our payments when they come in the system so we can get them properly applied in our office.
Okay, Cindy, and one of the things that I noticed on this year's bill is the QR code. So what does that do?
Owners can go in and pay their bill directly by scanning the code on their phone. They'll be directed to the website to their bill, and so they can pay it right there. Or as always, they could use that bill to find their property on the website to prevent coming into the office. So you can reach us at www.dorchestercountytaxesonline.com and find your bill there.
Another thing that we discussed was that the lockbox address has changed.
Yes, this year we have changed locations. We still process our bulk payments through Wells Fargo, and their lockbox location has changed. Therefore, if you are setting up your tax payments on your own personal banking bill pay system, you need to make sure you correct your address in there. Otherwise, you can put your payment in the mail. The current address is on our payment stub that's sent to the customers.
So the next thing that we're going to discuss is we're actually going to go over your property tax bill and explain the information. So the first thing that you're going to find is the name and mailing address of this property. The mailing address and the property address may not actually be the same, and we'll discuss that in just a moment. Next, you're going to find the tax year. We're in tax year 2022. The notice number is an internal number that we use here at the county to identify the property tax bill for this parcel for this particular year. All of those are going to start with a R, and then it's going to be the tax year that we're in. So for instance, R-2022, and then it's given a unique identification number. The next thing that you're going to find on the bill is the tax map number, or the map block parcel number. And that is how the county knows what parcel is yours. That is the unique identification number for every piece of property. Then under the description, you'll actually see the actual address of the property that the bill is for. Next to that is the tax district. The tax districts tell us where the property is situated. So in Dorchester County, if it starts with a 2, it's located within School District 2. If it starts with a 4, it's located within School District 4. For instance, if it's in the town of Somerville, it could have a number of 207. The 7 identifies the town of Somerville. In City of North Charleston, 208. If it's in an unincorporated area, it'll have either a 200 number or a 400 number, just telling us it's in the unincorporated areas and which school district that it is in. Then you find the millage rate. The actual millage rate is calculated as 0.3609, but it's given as a whole number here, and we'll explain that in a moment. And then the assessment ratio. The assessment ratio for this particular property is 4%. The assessment ratios range anywhere from 4% all the way up to 10.5%, and that's based on the South Carolina State Constitution. Just below that, you will get a breakdown of where all of the tax dollars are going, as well as the individual millage rates for the different entities. On this particular bill, you will see that the subtotal is $2,132.92, and that's before it receives its homestead discount and its school tax credit. Now, the school tax credit, anybody can qualify for that as long as it is their legal residence and they have no other legal residence. The homestead credit is for those who have attained the age of 65, or permanently disabled, or blind. Then you'll have a listing of the fees that are charged on bills. The fees that are on the bill, there's an explanation on the back of the bill for all of the fees. Most residents are charged in the county a solid waste user fee. That fee is for the tippage of the trash at the dump. So for instance, the landfill does not allow your hauler to place the garbage in the landfill without paying a fee. It also allows you to use the county dump sites. Then several jurisdictions, including the county, has a stormwater fee. That would be something that you would call to ask Public Works in your jurisdiction. Those jurisdictions are obviously the county, and then the town of Somerville, as well as the city of North Charleston, have their own stormwater departments. Then, for instance, in the town of Somerville, they have a solid waste collection fee. That is for your trash to be picked up. That's why you have the can if you don't contract with somebody. As we go back to the actual notice, and it says current values and prior year tax information. For this particular property, it is saying that there's one lot and that there's one improvement on it. So for instance, my house would have 2 improvements on it because I have a detached garage and then my house. Then it is going to give you the taxable value. That is the value that your taxes are based upon. If you have any questions regarding that value, you would contact the Dorchester County Assessor's Office. Then it has the assessment ratio, like discussed before. That could be on real estate anywhere from 4 to 6%. We even have some bills that have both 4 and 6%, but this particular bill is a 4% bill. If you take, in this instance, the taxable value of $147,867 and multiply it by 4%, you will get an assessed value of $5,910. You can see next is the prior year tax amount, which includes taxes and fees, and that's $802.27 for this particular bill. So now we're going to actually do the calculation. The assessed value as brought from above was $5,910. The millage rate that we talked about at the beginning is 0.3609. The taxes before credits and fees, when you multiply the $5,910 by the millage rate, will give you $2,132.92. We have the school tax credit, which is $1,139.45. That again, in South Carolina, for your primary residence, you don't pay any school operations tax. So that is when you add the Dorchester District 2 in this instance and the career school tax amount, that comes out to that figure. The homestead amount, again, is for those people who attain the age of 65. And then we have the fee total. And then all down at the bottom, we have a total amount due of $802.27. This particular taxpayer from tax year 21 to tax year 22 did not have an increase. If you have questions about your payments, you're going to want to call the treasurer. If you have questions about your assessment, as in the value of your property, or your assessment ratio, you're going to contact the assessor. If you have any questions regarding homestead or the overall calculation of your bill, be sure to contact the auditor's office. So Cindy, the last thing that we'll talk about before we wrap this up is this payment coupon on the bottom. Now, not all bills will have this coupon, correct?
Not all of them.
Okay, so like the Mortgage bills and things of that sort won't, because like you said, the mortgage company's going to pay it.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about this coupon here at the bottom.
Okay, I want to make sure people pay close attention to the tax deadlines. You can pay by January 17th of 2023, which is the current amount due before penalties. After January 17th, there will be a 3% penalty applied to your account. After February 1st, there'll be another 7% for a total of 10%. And then anything after the final tax deadline of 3/16, there will be additional 5% plus any other fees associated with delinquent tax. Those funds would have to be paid in St. George at the delinquent tax office. But before then, you can pay the first 3 penalty dates in our office in Somerville and in St. George, or again online, or use the scan code attached on the bill.
And you can also mail it in.
Right.
All right, well, thank you everyone for joining us here today for this talk. Cindy, I really appreciate all the efforts that you and your staff have made to make this bill much more user-friendly, and I'm sure that the citizens of Dorchester County will really appreciate it. Thank you.